their soldiers up, and it's going to be 4-0 for them.
Yeah, that Pyro did a very, very good job of stalling the Uber. Almost gave them a chance, and they just lost barely. I think 100 health combined by the soldiers. And you know what? I want to see what Blaze does, because Smiley has not been getting into these mids, which you hate to see. Blaze looking to do a high bomb here. Gonna jump in onto the med. Big door, good damage from Habib. Doesn't actually connect any rockets, but both soldiers committing and not even killing the med. Eric's gonna commit in the end for the med, but that should have been such an easy med pick, and they end up not getting it. Eric winning a 1v1, and it's gonna be a 1v4. Don't think Eric can win this. It's not usually in his favor in a 1v4, but you never know.
Yeah, I was going to say, in 4-4 with some excellent movement, was able to juke out both the soldiers. Eric ended up having to come in on the floor to clean him up, and Faru kind of all in for that med pick, and it didn't really pay off for them. So Smiley's going to win their first mid of Gully Wash, as it looks like they're finally going to get themselves into Gully. As Sai's going to go down to Habib on the other side of things. I don't know if he was behind. Eric's going to run into mid and two-shot move. And going to find Zaylor. He's going to trade out with Zaylor after the self-damage from the pipes, even though Zaylor hit 2 nice pipes to kill him. As we are just going to see Froyo instantly taking back mid.
Both scouts from Froyo, Banny dealing with Sai, and Eric getting a great 2k on the flank. Both soldiers committing. And with Cookie getting traded out by Ash, that's really big. As long as 4-4 can get out, they can maybe re-push back in. But Yomps gets a really good bomb. Doesn't connect the second rocket, and now they should have about 60-70 ad to try and get out of last tier, as long as Froyo, once again, don't backcap, which can't count them out of.
Yeah, as we are going to see Cookie Jake finally spawning up, and Smiley's going to get their flank spawns here. Froyo's just playing super passive on their 2 as they wait for their heals to come in, and Smiley's just relegated to their last. Bandy's already sitting in the water area, waiting for somebody to have some sort of cheeky peek here. As it looks like Smiley's going to get aggressive. Zayla's going to spot out Bandy in the water area early, as it looks like they're gearing up around the shutter side, as they're going to rotate up top, hopefully here. Try and push off that high ground, as Bandy's just sitting in the big door. Habib just resticking the shutter as they try and clear the sticky.
Yeah, big thing is Campy needs to make sure no one gets through wood or the baby door. They're going to pop straight in. Eric somehow got up top. Imagine he Boston Bashed, and now Yomps and Eric are getting behind. And they're not going to be back in time. Should be
Eric's going to join him on last. Zayler's going to try to come in to contest, but he's going to get 2 shot, and that's going to be 2-0 win here for Froyo Tech as they take the RGL final.
Congratulations to Froyo Tech for taking that 2 maps, winning the best of 5 series, and going undefeated in Season 1 of RGL. They are going to take the lion's share of the 9,500 thousand. I mean, so much money. I'm used to saying such little money. 9,500 prize pool here as they take it. As it's a nice job and a really convincing when they're on Gully Wash, would you say?
Find anything there. What really worried me about the situation is that Yai was able to get 2 clean kills and they forced Cookie Jake, but they lost 4 for it. They had to refight in such a terrible situation coming back from their own side of the mid, and that Uber just wasn't able to catch much since they had to Uber from their main.
Yeah, Froyo Tech pounding right now. 3-0 up on the second map of the night, but coming into this with a 1-map advantage, so they can just put it away with 1 more round. He's certainly in a tough spot, but we'll have to see what they can get done here. Jay waiting to jump forward. He's going to skip off that rock. Yomps has gone behind on the other side. Jay's going to get shut down and killed. Meanwhile, Yomps coming from back from behind. He's controlling China now. Going for another jump around. He will get kind of at least dealt with, but the Beasts are just like, they're just getting pincered now. Pressure from every direction. Banny and bot mode trade that's still in Froyo's favor. A lot of weak players for Froyo Tech, but they still play confidently. Jay goes high, but doesn't really go in.
I don't know if Froyo, I mean, I know they capped. I don't know if 100 Piece has really taken a mid and convincingly held it. I mean, yeah. Here comes the Uber. They're going to drop a beat. This is the only glory that's in this Uber right now for 100 Piece. They could find Yomps here. They're going to chase him on the flank. I agree with this chase here, but they need to kill him faster than how they already are. But oh my god, Ash is not missing right now. That was incredible. Eric going to take a 2v1 and lose it to Yite and Jay on the flank. And this is a really good refight from 100 Beast. I've been in these situations before, literally yesterday, to come from a 0-4 deficit. It is 100% possible for 100 Beast, especially on a map like Viaduct, to bring it back.
Yeah, certainly anything is possible, but 1 round at a time is how they're going to have to do it here. Froyo Tech pushing forward, trying to get a 404, who's got 70%, and they've killed 3 people already. Habib should be able to get the kill on Yite as well. That's 4 bot mode.
Disaster.
He pushed back hard.
He's dead too.
404 completely out. Yeah. He's just kill behind there.
I don't even know how that forward hold went sour so fast. I mean, you went from finally getting the footing onto the forward hold to literally dropping 3, but oh, here comes the Froyo special to Uber. They're literally pushing off 5 ad. This is a 5 ad last push. Oh, 99%. 5 ad. They went in with 5 ad, and they killed him at 99. 5 ad, and it worked. That's the thing I was telling you. The Froyo Tech, the specialty push with 5 ad, it works. They practice that to a core. Everyone knows what their play is in that book every single time, and it works every single time because you don't expect it.
Yeah, certainly well played by them, and you know, shooting the Beast's chances in the foot a little bit further. Here comes Patty as well, trying to get a kill on 404. 404 kind of bounced over the fence there. Lucky dodging from him. Jay will go down. There goes Yite and Ash as well. Bot mode back by Cliff with Showstopper and 404. Bot mode kind of, no, he will be able to get back safely.
I mean, it's looking tight for the boys in red right now. I mean, the Beasts, I was hoping for so much more from them. I know what these players are capable of, and this does not show, their true potential as a team. They've had better showings in this, but they're definitely down, but they're not out. They have a mountain to climb, but it's not possible. Hopefully, Botmo doesn't get dead on by these stickies here. The Uber exchange is going to come out from the side of both teams here. Yam's big bomb, but he's going to fade out. Jay's going to get destroyed by Ash, or Yam's here, but is instantly going to trade him out. Yam's hitting, and Jay trading out beautiful shots off of each other. Habib's going to find that kill, putting the number ad into Froyo Tech's favor. Yite is taking a very risky 1v1 with Banny. Habib not shutting him out, but Yite was able to live just barely. 4-4 is going to hour him up. Ash catching a big pipe from Habib there. Habib is doing so much in these transitions and DM fights with no Uber, just hitting them for so much damage and slowing them down. But the fight still is not ending here. Patty is going to get body shot by Jay on Sniper. Here goes Patty getting ready to go deep onto the Sniper. Yamson, Habib are going to find frags of their own.
Bomb in on Cookie Jake though. Showstopper will find that. So bot mode and 404 surviving. 404 now going to have a huge Uber charge advantage here. But Froyo Tech's just 20 seconds on the clock. So this uphill battle, almost as uphill as it can get for 100 beasts.
Habib in a cheeky spot right now, hiding above main. He's the only person for holding, and he fed. But it's okay though. Ooh, but never mind. They're going to find Yams on too. Patty going in. 4-4, huge milk. He is going to force the Uber though, but they didn't get on the point side. They do. Vamos put his pinky toe on the point and started capping it in time. He's going to take the fight with Banny. Showstopper's going to clean him up, but is going to fall to the trade. They are going to wait for their spawners here. So I want to see how 100 Beast is finally able to find their footing on a hold here.
Yeah, it's going to be rough though. They got 2 minutes to hold here. It's going to be desperation. Can't give it up once to Froyo Tech. Froyo Tech will have an Uber charge here as well. But all map, it seems like they've just been dominating off Uber fights as well. So they're just going to start trying to take position here when they were already at just like 70%. Getting players out here.
Yeah, I mean, Ubers are... 4-4 still has a slight disad. I know Froyo Tech acknowledges this because they're already about to Uber and around the corner. 4-4 is already in position to leave. Huge bow to save bot mode's life. Banny is still trying to commit for this frag. He wants bot mode dead. He is going to find that kill. Connor is going to die in the post Uber though. Habib is going deep. Both the soldiers from Froyo Tech. Beautiful fade out from Patty there to draw the eyes on for Yams to get the force there. They are going to Uber here, but the cap is not going to go through. No. They went away right away to stop that cap. And 100 Beast, their awareness is on right now. They have so much cap time though. This is a really scary part. Having this much cap time on the point, they have to stand on it now to try and slowly revert the cap time. But again, if they lose any level of footing, Froyo just edges the point, and Froyo has to re-engage with them.
Yeah, that's not really where you want to be as the defensive team. Yam pressuring forward here, Patty as well. Banny just trying to get on the point, trying to just put it out. But gets a lot of damage on bot mode. Maybe can enable his teammates. Eric, Habib going down. Patty fighting. He can't kill on bot mode. Yams is here. He gets some. Cookie Jake's still up with 45%. But 404 and several other members of Beast surviving for now.
This is a situation that 100 Beasts needs to win. They are in their fight or flight. 404, Uber in hand.
Yeah, Banny. 30 seconds on the clock. Banny still pushing forward. Habib on the ramp. They're Ubering in to try to get some kills here. Ash pushing forward. Yay having to feel like he's defending the point. The beasts are just spread out though. They feel like they can't really get in with that uber charge. Now they're gonna have to defend against one. Yon's right by Rock, gets an opening shot on Yay, who's extremely low, 404 behind it. He's gonna get cleaned up here. Banny leading his damn Jay on heavy. He gets gunned down. Bot mode flying in. Still putting up a sliver of hope, but it's only gonna last for so long. Banny, he gets the last kill, only fitting. There you are, 4-0 for Froyotech on our second map. Froyotech killing it and taking their crown as the Season 2 RGL Traditional Sixes Invite Champions.
It's going to be another round. Really nice play from Jake collecting that medic kill at the very end, unable to put out the heals that they need to make sure they stay alive, and it's going to be a lost round for Ascent. This could be match point, Marmaloo. There's one more round that Froyo needs to win to be able to take Metalworks, and that's kind of a scary thing if you're in Ascent shoes, because if they take that round and win this map, you're going home, and it's going to be all over. Froyo was able to win their last mid last time, so we'll have to see if anything is a little bit different. We
Jay
have
hit the
damage.
fast throw for the spoon. On to Sailor. One good rocket. Oh, nice bow from Lol Guy. Bot mode immediately dies after. Bot mode lift. It'd be way better. Patty in the entirety of Froyo once again dominant on the mid, on all the high ground. Habib getting piped actually. Nice job by Zaylor, and that's going to open up the door. Laz on the crate. Good rocket on the Banny, but once again, just Froyo actually took a lot of damage. Ski's really weak to the lower door. Laz gets the pick. They get another pick onto Eric, but now it's just 3 up, and it's just high five. And Lol Guy in a pipe from Habib, and once again, 96% for Lol Guy.
Could start off not too bad for Ascent, but I feel like this time Froyo was actually able to use the high ground advantage They're actually able to use the high ground advantage to make the win much more dominant. Bot mode, peeking around, trying to fight Jay.
Oh my god!
Jay's not going to be able to live, but I'm sure he's happy that he was able to collect that kill.
Oh no. That sums up this game, you know, pretty well. Slims on Sniper, I think they, oh, nice shot onto Eric. They're gonna end up going to the Valley door, I think.
Yeah, Skis died earlier in the mid, so this ad that they are poking around off of is very much real. It seems like they're gonna make it slower paced and make sure they can actually get it in time, especially because there's a sniper on the other team, but this is something Froyo could actually decide to use. Well, just up to them to figure out whichever door they want to go through.
Oh no, are they just sitting on mid? Well, they're just sitting on mid. They're timing them out. They're icing them.
Slow. I mean, they're in the driver's seat. There's a lot of rounds that Ascent has to cover to be able to be successful here and take this map, so it's probably okay to work the clock if you're in Froyotech shoes for now, especially if you're able to just run in and collect the sniper.
But that's a really good pick in return. Habib down, and a drop from bot mode.
Skis wasn't looking not prepared whatsoever.
Guy also gets killed before, 95%, not a drop, but a salvage right back, and it's going to be a 3v3. Eric behind, high five, absolutely left alone. It's just Laz, half HP, trying to fight 2 scouts at a soldier. This is, he's really good, but I don't know if he's this good.
Not able to find anything. It's actually Patty that's able to collect that kill, so even though both meds drop, it's at the end of the day, it's a successful push for Froyotech as they're able to cap 2. Ascent might try to poke around a little bit. Seems like they're not going to commit at the end of the day. They're getting a little bit forward, like they wanted to walk in lobby, but I think they decided against it. Their backs are against the wall. A failed push there would lead to them leaving at the end of the day. And Eric, yeah, on spy.
I don't know if they're super in the game still, like mentally. So I don't know how on top of this they're gonna be. To be honest, he's checking every off, and he's close. This is crazy.
The question is how is the timing going to be? Because if he takes too long, maybe some paranoia will set in. But if he is able to get in while the other team's still building or something like that.
The thing is, they could think Froyo's just draining the clock, because they did it before on mid, sort of, or they were oh my god. That's
true.
Sneak past, and he gets past. Oh, he's in a really good spot. If he can maybe get behind the point. Oh, is he gonna decloak yet? Sees Low Guy, sees the target. Froyo's pressuring. He's still on the crate. Laz eats a pipe. He's still waiting. It's such an awkward spot. Low Guy's just jumping around. Oh, soldiers in. Gets absolutely dealt. Both soldiers in, actually. They get the gun down. Not enough. Now it's just the spy. Is he going to go for the back cap? Is he going to go for the med pick?
I5 going back to spawn is probably going to delay things a little bit.
The thing is, Ascent has to do something. So if he can get the call if they're actually committing to it, but the spawners are coming in. Most likely, Ascent's going to call it off. And now there's going to be a spy waiting for them at last. And he's cap. No.
That's how it ends. Eric being patient enough at the very end of the day to be able to cap that, and that's going to be the last map. Froyotech is going to be your RGL Invite Season 3 champions, taking away Sunshine.
Overall, that's a cap. That's a full wrap from Froyotech through the enemy team's valley, taking 2 and taking last based off a very small mistiming coming out of Corsia.
Well, that's just super unfortunate. I mean, it happens, man. I mean, that's just the Sunshine way. Sometimes you just get back half, but Jay is super quick. He is going for the spoon and is way too fast for his own good. Has the rocket, literally the rocket jumper, and also has the man trends on.
And he gets it. He finds his man, and that's no heals for the red team. They've lost Trip as well, so they have to be careful and make sure they play this at a fast enough pace where Skis can't heal the rest of his team, but he's out of there. They're going to lose Blaze and maybe Habib, but that's about it for the most part. Banny chasing down his team, but he's broken the game a little bit. Could get weak enough, but Brand Slam is weak himself. We'll lose Alex and Brand Slam. Yeah, only one left alive against 2 scouts, a little bit of a too tall order, and Eric will collect that melee kill very, very safe with his overheal, and that Market Gardener kill definitely set up the mid to be played in a very specific way. The Froyo were prepared for, succeeded with, and now they have the full Uber ad ready to take this 2 for free, and maybe even the last. This could be the very end of the game, depending on what happens, but we do have Trip getting to bust out with his medic, trying to block too. They know they have to go for some sort of hero play, but ultimately not able to find what they need. The sniper taking a couple shots, not able to find anything either, so this is going to be an interesting last hold. Dis ad, heavy underneath, no roamer. Got a bit of a gun set up, but it seems it's going to be an aggressive play that's going to be coming in, but they're going to be going to Uber in and collect Alex at EXC. No demo on the side of the red team. Heavy underneath with the medic is going to also fall, and Zilly will get chased down, collected as well. Just soldiers and a scout left alive as the rest of Froyotech begins to work their way through underneath, and with a full wipe, that will be the round conversion, and Froyotech will take away this map and the series. They are your grand champions of this season.
Froyotech moving on to number 4 in the RGL side of things. You know, GG's all around.
Out of 1v3 that he cannot win, and overall GCI definitely played that as well as you could have off of a 30 Uber ad.
And making it 3-2 with 10:38 to play. Global Clan has some fire left in them right now. We'll get in onto this mid, but I'm looking for Global Clan to continue this momentum, take us to more rounds and maybe more maps. Let's see what they're able to work in on this mid. Slimon's up on the high ground. Laz gets stuffed a bit in the air. Ash now going to go for the bomb alone, but strafes around. Laz going in, looking for Skis, misses the first rocket, misses the second rocket. Laz, everyone is falling from Global Clan. Couple of misplays there. Now Yite is isolated from 404. They will reconnect on the ramp here, but there's so much pressure in. 404 straight surf, a little bit down to 60 health, and will get out to spawn. Froyotech looking great on that mid.
If Laz and Ash can't get that double bomb off, it's really rough for them to, find something for their team, and with Laz getting stuffed and not able to, jump at the same time as Ash and have things be a little bit lopsided and not at the same time, it's no surprise that Froyotech was able to take that mid so cleanly, just collect the frags and not have to lose anyone for it. So they're in a position in lobby, pretty decent to be able to try to find a way to break their way in, although we've seen previously last holds have been a little bit slow based off of the off classes and the way that both teams are holding, doing a pretty good job at making sure that it's a long ways away from the team that holds lobby to find any success breaking into the opposing team's last. We have the gun in the same spot, going to be able to try to find a way to jump in, but the gun immediately stopping Blaze from continuing his push in. It's just going to be Eric as the only person running in and dying.
Habib.
So Habib taking a lot of damage, does not be able to stuff these doors too hard, but it does not appear that that is enough for them to really push too hard off of. Just Alex applying a little bit of spam.
Yeah, it's very deep behind. Oh no, if Yite gets caught here, that is terrible. He's going to be looking for Eric, getting good damage in. Eric's on the high ground though. Can he clean up this frag? Here comes the soldier in to help.
Oh my
Yite!
god!
Oh my lord, Yite is so freaking good right now. He'll find 2 and die for it, but the question is that enough for Global Clan to work forward? And it doesn't look like they're all Laz looking for Skis, finds 1 rocket, but he gets the second, but he doesn't find the force off. Oh. And Alex also dying to Habib there. Only 3 alive for Global Clan. At some point, this tac pause is going to come in, and it's not looking good for Global Clan. Ash looking for the damage onto Skis. The Uber is forced out. Now 4-4 the target of so much spam. He'll use his Uber and decide to start working their way forward in a moment. Oh, and things will stabilize back into this last hold with 8 to play. Global Clan at in a tough spot right now for sure.
Yep, but it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a wash in terms of like resetting. I don't think there's really enough for either team to necessarily push off of, especially because the Ubers are less than 10% when it comes to the advantages. So it's going to be probably what we've seen previously, despite, you know, the clock running a little bit lower than the previous stalemates that we've seen. You got the gun as normal, both teams building up their Uber to get ready for their forward hold up against the doors. FroyoTech will eventually take lobby when they get their Uber, and we'll see how they begin to break into the opposing teams last. So far, we saw some sniper duels, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see if they just, you know, sack in Eric after, or they have him come up sniper after they sack in Eric and plays for a 2-man, just, you know, forgetting the gun is there, just let him die to it, and then go for a sniper play that led them to, you know, even though it took a while, it led them to the success they found previously. I think it collected like 2 kills, and that was their way to try to crack into last. So it's gonna be kind of interesting to see if the second time around for the sacks, if they go that strategy. It seems like they're trying to go for the gun, at least for now, before they do their 2-man. It's kind of a waste if you really think about it to just have 2 people die to the gun, even though some, you know, teams and people are totally okay with it. They definitely want to see if their, you know, first sack in is a really good and honest attempt, and the only way that's going to happen is if this gun somehow dies. So in lower, both soldiers are there, trying to make sure they can spam it down without necessarily taking too much damage from Laz or maybe Ash themselves. And speaking of that, Banny is going to fall from Laz, getting tanked in lower, not able to quite hit the mark, and Blaze falling as well. It's going to be an Uber, 4 slashes going in, and I don't think he's even dying.
Oh no!
He barely escaped, or he barely dies there rather. So losing 2, but 2 for 2 with an Uber force is definitely something you are okay with if you are GCI. It's going to be a bit before you push out, have to wait for your players to respawn, 9 seconds on the clock before you begin to push around these doors. Maybe even want to wait for them to get crit healed so they're, you know, ready for any sort of play that FroyoTech might try to do going in a lobby or anything like that, which, judging by Eric's positioning, I think Eric wants to go in cheese and back cap. I think he wants to go in cheese and back cap, so it's definitely really important to make sure your flank is ready for that kind of play. Ash is in position, but how long is he going to sit there is the question. Yeah, going to cheese, pop through bats, they're going straight away into the enemy team's grasp, but yeah, moving their way towards cheese. They're able to collect a couple frags, but the positioning isn't that great for her. Immediately dying on top of the train, not in the best position, and Blaze is able to collect that frag. Habib getting a pipe on Alex as well, so no damage for the side of the blue team. So it's a little bit rough. 3 players left alive versus a FroyoTech that has their heals ready, and they're playing it super safe. They're making sure they don't get collapsed on yard and transitioning all the way around through mid into saw, and making sure that if anyone's going for a play, they would definitely find those kills and make it even easier.
Yite needs to hit all of his shots right now, and he needs to hope that Skis is going to walk through this right door. Now, where did he rotate to, or did he? No, he swapped to Pyro here. Looking to deny him this left side once again, but it's going to be under instead. Here comes the bomb from Habib, getting juggled up in the sky by the gun. No flash on him right now, and he'll actually die to an Alex pipe. The gun did go down. Now the right side is the positioning from FroyoTech. Alex getting some damage in. Oh, there goes Slam. Can Laz clean up this damage onto the other FroyoTech players? It doesn't look like it. Laz under right now, maybe going to be jumping up from Africa. Here's the play. Look. Oh, you got to turn around. Fight, Blaze. Oh, just unable to secure the frags here is Global Clan, but they are taking the ground and will be in onto their second. No opportunity for a backup right now from FroyoTech. However, 4 minutes to play in this map.
Yep, immediately Ubering through the saw, trying to go on to the other team, chasing down Habib, not going to find that, but Alex has disconnected himself so far. He's so greedy, all he gets is a Slumnish pick, and now their team's in a really poor position for their post-Ubering. They're just on the point, 4-4 down to 7 HP, almost greater. Oh my god, live with 4 HP, but Yite going in, collecting 2 frags and trying to get the frag on the Skis at the last second, and with no one left alive inside of FroyoTech, he surely should get this frag.
Yeah, he gets an arrow.
It is kill bound.
Oh my lord, Yite has had so many hero plays right now. It's 3:40 left on the clock. Global Clan needs to win this round to tie it up. We can't see a repeat of what happened on Process. Oh my god, my heart is racing right now, Jarrett.
Yeah, that was a very greedy play for how they actually executed that push, but despite it not going too well right off the bat, Yite definitely salvaged that at the end there. So now when things, instead of being even, or they're on the back foot, now they're in a decent position with the Uber that they can build up to push their way into FroyoTech second. It's going to be a bit, they can set up FroyoTech. They have their sniper in cheese, but they do once again have the gun on last. So no scouts to run skis out, and definitely have a sniper sideline to work with. If GCI pushes Saw, which it appears they are pushing Saw, it's going to be pretty strong for FroyoTech to be, try to get this force. But immediately popping the Uber straight to the Saw door, and there's going to be no one for them to kill. No. They're already all the way out. So not going to find anything there. Able to get the point, but you probably want some kills there to try to keep the train rolling. Under 3 minutes left on the clock. So there's not too many opportunities left, but it's kind of curious to see how FroyoTech will play this with so little time on the clock. They do have an Uber ad to work with, but it appears they're swapping around their off classes. I think we are probably potentially hitting park the bus territory.
I mean, gonna put up Eric on heavy. Slam is gonna go on NG, obviously. And putting your soldier aggressive position-wise in on this left side, spotting to see where Global Clan wants to come forward. As Alex changed his name off of Global Clan Alex to just Alex. I don't know what that's about. Eric is now on Sniper, and this will be even Ubers now, so an opportunity with 1:54 on the clock. Global Clan has to make a play here, and it has to work out. Alex is peeking on the left side, trying to get the gun down as best he can. It's getting so weak, but the tanking from Alex.
Oh, he dies!
Oh, no, Alex
He was
dies.
alone in cheese! Or not cheese, he was in alone in drop down and just caught enough spam and couldn't retreat in time, so no demo man for the side of GCI. It's gonna not bode well for them, but luckily for them, FroyoTech is in park the bus mode. They are not pushing off the pick. There is a minute 30 left on the clock, and GCI have like maybe 2 max attempts at really pushing this, to be honest. And given how Last has gone trying to break into it and the way that FroyoTech is holding, it's going to be a little bit of a tall order. Not impossible, but very, very rough. So curious to see how things are going to go as they begin to work their way over towards lower, it appears, to try to bust in. And it seems like it's going to be an exchange. Immediately going towards lower, want to get the gun right off the bat to make sure they can have some sort of post, but need to force Skis. Okay, Skis will eventually do force, but he doesn't really have a target, so not able to chase too hard into lobby. So that is the Uber successfully cycled. Grand Slam is going to be the casualty, so they're not going to have their full team up for this fight. That's attempt of push number 1.
Seconds.
And with 50 seconds left on the clock, and them definitely wanting to wait for Brand Slam to respawn before they try to push, I would imagine, they really only have 1 push left to try to get around on the board.
They'll have Uber for this last fight as well. They can't lose yet here. He's getting very weak.
They want to try.
They want to try. Okay,
they definitely want to try. They definitely want to try this, I would imagine. There's so little time left. If you wait for this Uber, you have to sit through the Uber and then post fight it and then cap. See, Laz bombing in, drawing through Shutter, trying to get some damage on the Bandy so he can't stop the door. Dash is gonna fall though. A lot of weak players have to put damage on the Heavy. Some damage on the Skis, and the Heavy will eventually die. Trying to get on the Skis is gonna fall. Habib and Slammer up on the only people left alive, but there's a lot of weak players on the side of GCI. 2v2 scenario, but it's just 4-4 left alive at 30 HP. He has to kill Slam and Habib by himself, and they will not succeed. 3 seconds left. That's all she wrote. GG's into the chat.
That is the that's one of the closest grand finals we've had in a very long time. However, Global Clan is unable to secure global domination here tonight. FroyoTech are your invite champions for Season 5. Congratulations to them. And
that's a round. Way too deep for that kill. It was a kill that they felt like they needed, but they expended so much resources in the enemy team's spawn hallway. The Witness will take this round, leading them to match point. If Witness takes this round, they win invite.
Of all the players that chased that far too, it was Banny.
I mean, I guess you run the philosophy that, oh, we'll just post Uber in their valley and wipe them and then run to the point, but they did not really get all there at the same time.
We'll have to see going to this perhaps final mid. If FroyoTech loses, the round, this is the final mid. We have Ash bombing here. Blaze is going to bomb behind it. He's going to get instantly chased by multiple players. He's just going to collect packs, but Blaze is getting hunted down, and they're going to kill Blaze and probably take this fight. They're also so hurt on the point. They lost the player, and they're so hurt. Habib's going to die to pipes. Now Laz is bombing behind too. Oh, this is not looking well for Froyotech.
Mirman is behind though. He saved himself collecting packs, but they do know of his existence though, so it's only a matter of time before they try to deal with them. Or Mirman goes for a play himself. Ubers will eventually come into play. Ski is still collecting his last bit, 10% left. Mirman bombing in to actually go for a play, getting some damage. The low guy trying to escape will eventually get out to his own side, taking the pill. But this
comes a
fight
Blaze Bomb.
Still going on, yeah, trying to apply pressure. Both these soldiers trying to get some spam on each other's roofs. Bandy will be the first one to fall though in this scuffle, and Mirman not landing exactly where he wants to. So 2 down for the side of Froyotech, even Ubers right now. And they might use it. No, they're not.
Blaze is trying to go behind too. Both the soldiers keep trying to go behind. It's just not working. Wolguy does have to pop the spam, but yeah, Skis is going to pop here. But when escaping, oh, they haven't capped it. That might actually be a wise decision if they lose a bunch of players here. We'll have to see.
I don't think it screws over their own spawns, but it might shorten the enemy teams.
Yeah, they want to get their players. And they know if they cap here, it's just gonna their throw is just gonna be recap. So they have to, not cap, wait, and just kind of take this fight again. So we're back to a dry situation. This is still a mid fight.
Yeah, and Laz isn't there, and Yite just spawned, so it's 4v6.
So aggressive. Look at this aggression.
They're using the 4v6 window to try to push forward, and they're able to catch out artists.
But here comes Laz for a salvage.
Getting some damage on Habib will eventually surf his way out.
They're
like 60
hurt.
HP. Bransam trying to follow up to get some damage.
Here comes Ash for the play. Can Ash salvage? Skis it's a really good surf.
Oh, he lands on the side, lands and like slides down, doesn't take any fall damage whatsoever with that surf. This is still a mid fight. And enough players have died where it's still slightly Froyo favor, but Witness Gaming are still here trying to stand. They have the demo here. A lot of damage onto the people on Froyo that are actually trying to get this cap in the middle of the mid fight to just get the clock ticking down. But the Uber will eventually come out. Artist jumping forward.
Skis popped Skis is caught out. No, he lives.
Barely, they're chasing really deep though. Bransam to not be able to find it. Uber will come out, able to collect that kill, and 2 dead for the side of Witness. Losing Habib though, Yite able to collect that kill and is Pestersome behind. Trying to draw some eyes is going to prevent the rest of his team from dying to the better Froyotech Uber. So a long and fought mid with a lot of casualties, but at the end of the day, Froyotech will take it. Yeah, they're going to take it. They're waiting for Habib's spawn.
That was the longest mid I've seen in a while. Alright, so Froyotech won mid, but basically it's a dry fight again, so here we go, round 2.
Yep, clock ticking down in Froyotech's favor, but Witness Gaming are trying to apply themselves to make that not the fact.
On the flank.
Yep, both roamers are actually really weak, honestly. They had to go back and get packs, but pretty much roof control is the story. Artists trying to control the enemy team's roof. They're not necessarily trying to corner cap quite yet. There's a lot of presence from Froyotech actually to prevent that from happening. Got to push him back with some damage. Some fake bombs coming in from the Witness Gaming soldiers.
Ash is getting pulled.
Oh, he got headshot rocket. Ash is just dead. The Ski's actually doing a lot of damage. He gets force. Trying to run forward. Yite takes an arrow, so he's going to live through it. But Bransam and Laz might not be so lucky. Laz actually almost escaped. Actually, Blaze dies.
Habib is so hurt. Habib just barely lived there. But Wolguy does have full Uber to work with here. They only lost a minute on the clock here, so this is definitely... They were in a worse situation last round.
Yeah, both teams down 1 soldier. Clock very heavily in Froyotech's favor, though. But the Super could turn the tides. The question is when will they exactly use the only really losing Laz here. He's rolling out. So maybe a little bit of spam is gone, but the Uber eventually come out. Trying to chase down Habib. Habib will almost surf out, but not quite.
Too. They 2-shot Bandy, so
and Mirman's going for a counter initiation onto Loga, but he's still Uber. The timing is off, and Mirman will just accidentally feed. Timing just slightly off, unable to find un-Uber targets. That's true.
Okay, I know this totally ruins the texture, but Blaze keeps spamming his spray, and I keep hearing the sound, and it's really funny.
Are you not like super high in the skybox?
Constantly hitting his spray.
I mean, it's a habit. It's a habit.
Yeah, it's a habit.
Well, this Uber is going to eventually come into play. Skis has and Logai still 40% off building, trying to work their way up the slope, the side of Froyo, but the rest of the team is going to barrel through the house. So approaching the point, trying to take back their own roof from the enemy team, and Witness Gaming trying to spam it as much as possible to keep the clock ticking down. It's going to be Mirman jumping behind, and the Uber eventually coming out and catching Artist, so pretty good pick from them. Dropping a lot of people low. Bandy is going to fall as well as Habib, so they traded 2 for 2, but if they want to get this cap, it's going to be a bit. They've lost Mirman as well, so they're just going to elongate your own spawns.
Oh, Blaze is going to go for the pick, though. Logai gets the pack. Oh, just barely. I think Logai was solo. And Ash is onto the throw combo, and he's not going to die.
Lives? I think Slumness missed 1 too many shots, and Ash is going to get a little bit of freebie there and survive with his life.
That's insane. And that was a big turnaround for Witness Gaming, because now they have Uber and they have the point, and now it's Froyotech fighting the uphill battle, and Skis is back at the unfortunate position of, do I play close? And it looks like they are going to play close. They don't think Witness Gaming is going to use this Uber.
Yep, just trying to play off the roof and lock them out. It got stickies on the floor, so they're trying to jump out there.
Rotating. I think they know now.
Yeah, they're getting outside so they can spam it, or they've recognized the situation there. And initiation from Laz going behind Uber.
Here comes the Uber.
Launching themselves forward.
Instantly dead.
Yep, trying to. They got both scouts. No scout speed for
Skis is getting walked out by a scout and yet hits his shots, and Blaze is actually. He gets Blaze too!
Mirman up in the sky. Almost gets looked.
That's a wipe.
How did that rocket miss? That looked like that rocket should have hit from my screen. I guess that was a weird angle.
I think that was a splash bug. I don't know what happened, but there's a lot. There's okay, a lot of typing in chat now. Is
screw the typing.
Yeah, screw the typing. I agree. Looks like as we're going, Witness Gaming do have Ubered, and they're holding the point against Froyotech.
Yep, this is pretty much a Witness Gaming show right now. Froyotech have not a mountain, but a hill to climb up against if they want to take this. They got some cap time to work with, getting a little bit more, but this Uber is going to come into equation if they take a little bit too long. Just nearly there, but Blaze will die to a trap over on the enemy team's pill, so it's going to be down to Soldier. Benny trying to initiate, able to clean up the guy, kill, but Laz initiating on him as well, and counter-initiating, able to clean up that frag. The cap will go in favor of Froyotech, but that only elongates their spawns and gives Witness Gaming an even bigger window to use this one player to get back onto the point themselves, putting a lot of damage on the Mirrorman, locking him out pretty much inside the shed. Brainstorm dying to a trap of Habib, though, so gonna be a little bit more time. Jalaski to get his Uber, but the air pipe and Mirrorman immediately melting. That's another player added to the Witness Gaming collection. A nice Rex from Laz on Habib to make sure this cap goes in their favor.
Habib was one. Habib gets bowed with one.
It's only a matter of time before we see an Uber here, honestly.
We have this. Froyotech is going to feel the pressure at some point. And here it comes. They feel the pressure. They have to make this Uber work somehow. But look at this. They're just walking forward at the non-Uber players. Red might be a little aggressive here, but Froyotech still have to cap at this dry time. This is all coming up with this gaming here. It's only 14 seconds left. They are getting good point time, but the health might not work. Here comes the bombs.
Oh, Mirrorman is so weak. 43 HP. He's gonna ask for an arrow, but they're trying to launch him. He's the shot! What? How do you do that with 2 seconds left in a grand final? I guess that's just a sack wave for you, but hey, if it works, it works. He collects his man, the sack wave, playing the long con to make sure, just get overtime. Just get our Uber ad. Will be smooth sailing to try to net yourselves as the invite champions. This is a very sticky situation to be in for Froyotech. It is not impossible, but boy, do you not want to be the red team right now with Uber ad, with the other team having overtime in the what could be the very last round. If you lose, they have to play out of their mind right now if they want to be in this game.
And even then, there's still a halftime. So they have, then they're kind of back to square one. It's win and in. So we'll have to see what happens here, but Witness Gaming, do they want to take this Uber? Do they want to edge the point? We have to see here. They're just gonna, here comes the Uber, they're bombing.
Remember, if they cap, they win, and they know this, so they don't have to go too deep, and they're not actually
they're all running
deep.
Away.
They know,
yeah.
They know they can't go deep. They're stacking
Look
on top of the cap.
The kills!
There are 3 left alive for the side of Froyotech, one of them being a medic who can't frag, and it's just Mirrorman able to apply the damage. A lot of them weak, though, but he will eventually fall. And this was quite the match, but Witness Gaming come off and are your Season 6 invite champions. This is gonna be this is one for the history books.
That's
I think.
Definitely one for the history books. Yeah, we'll have to see. Back
left
to the
alive at the end of the day. Froyo pops first, but somehow Witness Gaming's positioning, they consistently popping second, can't find a way to hold control over their own area they're holding.
On the high ground, like Jade, he did the Mirrorman where he just stood on the pipe and shot like 80 rockets down it, and nobody shot him.
And Manny was just behind again. He was behind inside the rocket area and spawn and just killed Brandsam, secured that kill.
Froyotech seemed very confident in their post fights, and they look so dominant. Like these Ubers for this gaming, you'd have to sweat about Froyotech taking more aggressive Uber exchanges. Artist gonna fall very low immediately, and here comes a bomb. Mirrorman gonna get a good damage off into the Froyo combo, but unable to feed up. Well, meanwhile, the Froyo combo's gonna die, but Jay salvages and gets Mirrorman.
Yeah, just Banny left alive, but Witness Gaming isn't super healthy. Friite's taking a 1v1. Does he know this team can't really help him? He's getting weak himself. They're gonna have to take turns fighting him. Oh, the last rocket.
That was a fadeaway.
That might have been having to deal with Banny behind if that rocket wasn't his. That's definitely good for the side of Witness Gaming, and this is definitely a spot they need to be in securing this mid, because one more round for Froyotech, and Froyotech not only takes the map, but takes the series. But crits on the field for the side of Logai. They're saying,
they know they need to shake something up.
Yeah.
At least they got the mid, and they know that they have 19 minutes left to get what, 3 rounds? 2 rounds.
I mean, they could, They can get 2 rounds, and they can get 2 rounds and tie it.
Yeah.
But
I think if you're Witness Gaming, you're okay with playing the tie here and just
what's happening with the build rate? What is this ad? This is not good for the side of Witness. I don't think they're building, and Froyo are.
I think he might have not been below the
Froyotech is
building.
also in the other yard that you wouldn't expect them to be in. If they blind crits through here, oh no, Uber's coming in. This is not what Witness Gaming wanted. They're going to drop Artists. The crits is eventually used, but they're on Uber players. It denies Beerman, but that's about it. They're stuffed into a corner, and Froyotech now has a positional advantage. They've lost a couple people, though. They've lost Slim Mission Baby. They weren't beamed, so there is a saving grace for the side of Witness Gaming, despite the crits not going in their way.
Yeah, it's just
super deep. Same with Laz. So much damage onto Jay, but it's going to get beat. That maybe it's caught, but he gets 2. He gets Laz and Ash, and now they're back in. Damage on a Brandstand, pushing him back into the garage. Jay's on the chase, trying to put some extra damage, but they are not weak enough to secure the kill. We teeter-totter back and forth between great plays and mishaps, and that is not the way I expected that play to go.
Habib, I don't know how that happened, but Habib just pulled a miracle out and got those 2 kills. He single-handedly saved Froyotech from, like, potentially losing that round.
And this is why crits is, like, so high risk, because now the surprise factor is gone. I mean, it didn't even
Pressure is there, though.
It didn't even feel like Froyotech, like, were going to ever be surprised by how they were positioned, but still, they...
Here comes the crits. I hear crit stickies, and Froyotech are so far out, but so they get yard off this.
Other yard. They're in the other yard. They're looping around, though. Yeah, they have to get out through
May's
choke.
hurt, though. Yeah, Froyotech have to back up, because they know they're getting back up now. Oh, this is so scuffed.
Fighting Habib.
Now
the shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah, now they have a... We'll see how Froyotech deals with the player behind, and they do manage to get him down, but Froyotech have Uber here, and Witness Gaming are just building up another crits. Witness Gaming still in the other yard. Froyotech, like... It looks like they want to go into... Okay, yeah, they finally do a lot of damage in this choke.
Oh, Ash is gonna die. Oh, maybe? Oh, yeah, he does die. That's 2 deaths, though, on your retreat.
Froyotech still have Uber Red.
Yeah, you don't even get a force at mid.
Look at that, they're still going.
Yeah, you have to give up yard, too, potentially. You don't have the respawners here. Laz, if Laz dies here, that's even worse for the side of Witness. Froyotech are on the chase. They're able to clean that kill. They've pretty much taken multiple points in a row.
They're going to get 2 forwards. Oh, they get Banny already!
They killed the taunting Banny! He kills the taunting Banny and the Habib frag, so immediately that's great for the side of Witness. They're able to get a little bit of a foothold, but, I mean, they gotta keep having that happen with the crits if they want to be able to break out and be able to work their way towards Froyotech's last. Mirrorman jumping forward, getting some damage. Still trying to hold on to this door very aggressively, but Witness Gaming is finally able to break through.
Nice
Onto Slemish with the cleanup. Slemish and Habib. They're cleaning up so hard right now. It's just Laz. Laz is even there. Logai eventually dies, and this is for all intents and purposes. It could be the air shot from Habib. This is for all intents and purposes.
This could be GG already. Oh no.
It could be. Look at the respawners. They barely have any time to set up. They still have to walk through the rocket area. Habib is already there setting up traps.
Yeah, this might be it.
Banny's not looking
at the BM.
Oh man.
Oh boy. All right, that's a GG Froyotech for your Season 7 RGL Invite champions. Banny doing up. Banny, Engineer Gaming, it was experimental, but did not work out, and I I respect the hustle.
That's not how I expected that round to go. I'm not gonna lie.
Of all the people to like soft troll there, Banny doing it is by far the funniest player in Fryo to do that.
Yeah, if Banny's the one who's trolling, then who yells at him?
Exactly, you know, like it's.
Does he yell at himself?
Yeah, I don't know. That's that'll be one if they win. That'll be one for the post game interview certainly.
Ball guy taking some damage as he gets through the choke, but will regen at least a little bit. Mirrorman trying to jump behind him, but Habib will actually fall. Jump from Marmaloo, trying to clean up on the damage onto Low Guy 4v4 near the end of this, but Mirrorman finally coming in from behind, as well as Banny to make sure that these remaining Witness Gaming players are cleaned up. High five dropping really low, same with Laz. He's able to get Banny on his way out, but eating the pack, jumping away, and overall a bit scrappy, but Froyotech are victorious this mid.
Yeah. Ash going to live, and the fact that Froyotech lost so many players, I mean, they're going to be a little slow getting to second. Ash on actually going back on Sniper immediately. He wants to take a shot onto May as they get into second. Honestly, I think that's a solid plan, especially in this situation. You know, I don't think you really expect Ash on Sniper in this situation.
Especially because if they peek early to get information, you get an easy kill, considering the scout.
Oh, he shot and missed. He's going to back up. I actually don't know if they knew, but they might have heard it regardless.
Oh, Laz is caught-ish, kind of? Oh, no, he gets out, okay. Yeah, only really soldiers there. No scouts were quite there to clean up. I think both Jay and Banny were rolling out, so not in the prime position to push forward and try to clean up any kills. So Witness Gaming, they're on their own last. They got to hold on to this as long as they possibly can. And the Uber comes out through lower, pushing up into the skybox. Habib trying to get some extra damage onto the gun, and the remaining players that are lingering around the point side. Banny getting onto the point to bring some players over. Overall trade 1-for-1. The gun's still up.
Yeah, the gun being up is huge.
Staying on the gun and just repairing it, and Lol Guy's healing Brand Slam, so any damage he takes does not matter, does not care, and that is enough for them to hold on to this point. So Froyotech haven't fixed their last pushes perfectly enough quite yet. Not going to be able to find success there. And Witness Gaming have an attempt to go ahead and push out of their last.
True. Look how many Froyotech players are kind of off on this flank side.
They want to back
Oh,
out.
Artist is in super deep. He knows he does manage to hit May a fair amount. They're actually gonna get May. I don't see any Froyotech players behind either, but Logai, they're very caught out.
Oh, they are so mulched. They've stayed so deep in Valley and had so many players inside
Oh, Ash catching
lobby.
out Jay though. That's so smart, hiding in the corner.
Oh, the miscommunication there, but they're positioning half the team in Valley, half the team in lobby, and now half the team dead. It's just high five.
Vlad's gonna die immediately.
High five, the Soul Survivor falling down, dead into the grave, and that's another round in the game and the match and the grand finals in favor of Froyotech. They are your Season 8 champions.
Yep, so overall I think that's a pretty dumb.
Looking a lot better for G6 in terms of sending them about over to the 5th map. I said 4-4.
Did I say 5-4 as my prediction?
5-5. Yes, 5-4 was your prediction, I believe.
Yeah. I might be brilliant. We'll find out. This next mid-fight underway. Habib looking to get some damage in onto the combo. You know, the standard stuff. Now getting an interesting trap there, trying to deny someone from playing up in that catwalk area. Banny's instead going to be up there, controlling the high ground is something Froyotech was focusing on.
Oh, wait, but Banny going down.
For it.
That's a combo scout from Froyotech going down immediately, and Marmalou going to take the help back. Wants to be onto Logan, and here goes the air shot of Logan.
Oh, nice find.
But Logan, in return, are going to pipe him, so they trade each other out. However,
but much better kill for Froyotech, but like a G6 had that 2-to-1 trade out, so they win the mid and get ready to start their siege.
They might go back.
Banny Spy! Banny is on Spy! Ooh. The sneaky man coming up with the off class. Going to be trying to get
ball mode on an off class as well.
Okay, so one off class for each side. Going to be interesting to see who Banny prioritizes.
Nice damage onto medic. Oh. That was a good
really
attempt.
Clean. Here's Banny. He picks up the pack. Might be noticed off of that, but these aren't Highlander players, so not looking for
Banny,
things like that.
Please
he
don't
gets the
do it
medic
to him,
here.
Banny.
Surely.
No! He gets skis.
Bot mode has to find a pick here. Banny lives. Banny gets the pack. No, terrible for like.
Wait, he might get Soapy or is that Kobe as well? He might get that pick. Oh, but the Uber has been popped from the sniper there, and Banny fighting the soldier as well.
He's gonna win this fight too as Jay comes in to help. They get 4 in the end. Skis
4.
Respawning here in a moment, and that is honestly it's going to be about 10 ads, so not the end of the world. Froyotech capping up this mid. It's going to be out to last for like a G6. Certainly bot mode wants to swap off going on to NG. Banny happy to stay on Spy here, it seems.
Yeah, it's effectively exactly even Ubers, so Banny is still going forward with this play. I don't know if they're going to expect him to still be on Spy.
Yeah, it's a weird one. We've seen Spy get pulled out in desperate situations like this before. Banny, I think he's gathering information.
I don't want it to end it like this. I do not want things to end like this.
No, I don't think it should either. Banny's definitely just calling out the location of people playing up on Heaven. A good decision there, I think, for like G6. Banny getting this full heal before going in, I'm sure. What is his disguise right now? Oh, no disguise at the moment. That's smart. A full May and Skis both full charge. Here's Banny. Okay, he's gonna get behind. He just needs to find a pick, but it's important to find an important pick. He's gonna sap the gun. It's gonna be an aggression in. Bot mode is dead. Now trying to close this one out will be Froyotech. Getting a nice pipe will live at the end. The soldier trying to jump forward.
Oh, they're gonna get Logan. This is looking horrible for G6.
The Uber's out. It's not over yet. Banny's 1 health. And it sounds like things are going poorly for G6. Sarek hops on the point. The Uber is out. Uber gonna clean up so many, and Froyotech
are your champions. Froyotech invite Season 9 champions of RGL LAN.
RGL LAN champs. They lost yesterday, but they bring it out today.
That was the most disastrous mid-fight I've seen in a long time. That was a full wipe straight to last, and it's 1-to-1 tie. And we're 40 seconds left. Next mid win might be the last one in the series if G6 win it, because we're on going to be a match point in 35 seconds.
Oh, I might get my Fred right. Oh, maybe not. Depends on which team wins. But we're going to see another mid here between both these teams rolling out. This is also, I guess it's not that long of a rollout. It's like kind of long, not crazy long.
It's not Metalworks tier, but it's or Granary tier, but it's
in the upper half of time spent.
What's the shortest rollout?
Probably Gully.
Yeah, Gully short. But settling into this mid. But Jay's actually going to get very aggressive, and we're going to see bombs in trying to just buy some space. Howard going to surf out, but he does have bomb mode in his face. Bomb mode gets 2, he gets Jay. Can he get Howard, though? Howard might be dead. This might be a wipe. They're not even going to get Wall Guy, and this is a not spelling. It's not very good if you're 20 ZC, because this is for all the marbles. They lose this round, they are out. That is it, and they lose.
Yeah, there was some focus firing issues from the side of 20cc, but G6 are going to be happy for that. Able to take mid, take 2, and like we said, it's not always a successful last push for these teams that have Uberad, but you're definitely going to be willing to take the opportunity. And G6 are in the driver's seat in that regard. They got some respawners coming in, so that's going to allow Branson to go ahead and build a gun. It's level 1 now, but it'll, yeah, get to level 2. Jay is trying to snipe, and Ash is actually able to find Soapy. What is the...
How did that happen?
I guess... Oh, Jay body shot him, and then the spam goes out. And
that's going to delay them, and a beat down a soldier means this Uber, it's a lot more likely for 20cc now, as they're getting a lot of point time. Oh, they have so much point time. This could be a disaster, but they might not have the kills. They might not have the numbers for it. Look at them. They're all running away. They're all so hurt. Can they get any of these kills in the cleanup? Caps is actually looping back up around the last, but they have spotted it. It's going to be safe, and they're going to have to push out of last here, but the cap time and the Ubers are going to make this very, very stressful for 20ZC.
That's a huge by Caps that makes it much more difficult to actually try into 2. Oh, Soapy going in huge. Howard in the corner. Doesn't quite hit the mark. Howard able to finally get his Uber and is able to use it. Be mindful of the spam of the stickies. The cap. Oh, just wants to use. Beeb bombing in. That is not the bomb you want. That's a bit of a skybox bomb. Probably got hit by some other stickies and doesn't
Dude,
really
a lot of Habib's bombs have gone that way today.
A lot of bombs in general, where Doman just puts stickies on the ground and immediately as soon as they hit the floor, they are shoved to not where you want them to be. Skybox galore, just pencils everywhere.
So Lokai already has Uber. 20cc got to play this carefully. Oh, bot mode's going to fall immediately. That they used, and they might get Habib.
Logan?
That might be it.
Logan, what are you doing? Logan. Oh, Logan fucking stuttered. What the hell? Okay, well, they're going to be down 2, but they got Habib. That was really
Kobe
awkward,
just got Kobe. Oh no, Kobe. He just got nuked. Logan might be caught out too. Oh no, this could be a disaster.
That could have been a completely
Artist is going to bomb too, and Caps is hurt.
Oh my god, that was the worst lag out I have ever seen this season. Botmo gets one on his way out, but that could have been the game for G6 if he was able to bomb in and help fight with his team there. It wasn't even a crash.
Did he start out of his jump?
He stood still for a solid 7+ seconds while his team was fighting. He didn't lag out of the server, but he eventually did die on his way out as his team was already lost by the time he was able to move again.
And this, look at the momentum here. 20cc just streaming forward. They have ×2 on the point, and they're just trying to get into last before they can get the Zoomer. Might be a little risky, but they can see they might be able to get Kobe. Kobe's an early pick, and they're still in. Low guy's gonna get this Uber, but they have the space. They're down 1 projectile spam class to deal with this, and they might be able to get this gun. Look at this bomb.
So much space. Kobe's dead. Finding Soapy into the shutter.
Soapy died in the shutter.
Gets pistol down. The Uber comes out. Their hand is forced. They've lost 2 already. Able to find Ash, but the red team backing up, trying to find the positioning. Arch needs an arrow. Isn't able to initiate. There's a heavy on the field.
Logan's
they have to choose so much help. But Logan's weak as well. They're trying to find the way to get over to the point, but this is taking too long. 20DC. It's taking way too long. Howard's weak. Will get the living. He got melee killed. Kobe's on the chase, but everyone's already out. 20ZC. They didn't win the fight, but they're able to take what they have and run. And Soapy, he's trying to spam them before bombing in, but they're unable to make the chase. Able to take 2, but not securing the frag to lend to anything other than a stalemate. Actually, no. They blocked the forwards. I don't know if they realized that there's only 3 people at mid. They could poke around at the choke, but
Branson's on sniper.
I think it was close enough where they thought that they got the forwards in time. But yeah, Brand Slam is on Sniper and Bot Mode is on Spy. These are classes committing out of their shutters, so 1 play from either team. And immediately finds success.
That was basically from forwards. I think Caps was just peeking up, and that's going to be it for that. Down 1, and Bot Mode's on Spy.
He's going in. Close. Sniper or Medic? Sniper.
And honestly, I don't blame him there. That's not bad. And actually going to get Ash off of trap, but Bot Mode might get a kill here. We'll see. Oh, he gets
the revolver kill on Artist.
Here, they actually Uber exchanged during all of that. Both teams Ubered. Soapy is behind. Bot Mode is also still behind on Spy. I think he ran out of cloak, so they know he's there, but there's too many players coming in. Habib might be caught out. He's on the lower. He's going to jump out. Soapy is there, though. Actually, Jay's going to get Soapy. What is happening? Bot Mode's still on Spy.
20ZC, they're having some scuffed fights, but they are making it scrappy, and kind of working in their favor to a degree. They still have to be mindful of the spy. Bomb mode is still a threat to them, and they know he exists. He's on a 2K right now. One from the backstab, one from the...
He's going in, he's going in.
Is this the
oh my
timing?
god,
Howard
they turned around.
Turns around. He got him! Revolver kill, he gets the frag and is now working on Jay, who was able to get the boss Sebastian kill, but it is not enough. They're going to lose Habib in the corner. They've given up a couple. Kobe is going to fall, but
Logan's going to die too. He gets double headshot rocket. They have to back up the last. They might get second on this. Yeah, they're trying to stack ×5 on it. So at least they're going to get the point. They're going to get forwards for Habib. That's maybe the best they can do in the situation. And they also have numbers. They can pressure these doors. Let's look at the door pressure. They are holding so close.
Yeah, the heal advantage is enough. It's warranted for them to poke around despite losing their second point, but you know they're still trying to make use of the advantages they have. But 20C have to be careful now. There's so many players that are only arrived just now for their team, and they don't have the extra support. So much cap time from the side of G6. Ash initiating and trying to go into bot mode.
Oh, he gets bot mode. That's a good pick.
But ultimately going to be a trade. So much weak players from the side of the red team, and Howard is going to fall. Sobi going huge, getting Howard. Then Ard to be falling, and they're just falling like dominoes. Grand Slam, the final death, only giving up bot mode as G6 is successful with that Uber retaking mid and blocking on enough forwards that 2 is going to be free as well. They're going to have Ad for last.
Yeah, this could be it for 20ZC. They gotta play perfectly from here on out to avoid this. Ash leaving forwards, he's gonna just at least be able to spot that they are coming in second. But Soapy's going pretty fast. He's gotta be a little careful there with his life. But 40% Uber Ad for the side of G6, and 20ZC back up against the wall again. They had such a good opportunity, but just could not get it together.
If G6 win this Uber Ad push, they are your champions.
Yeah, it all comes down to, can they finally break Sultry Last? We've seen a lot of Sultry Last holds. It looks pretty easy to hold, and let's see if they can do it. 65%, can they get it? Logan's gonna knock back. They do get the gun. That's a pretty good opening, and there's a lot of players in spawn. They get Aris. That's also a great opening. But there's so many deaths. Jay, Bombud's hurt. Can they get the kills? There's so many hurt players in 20ZC.
Gets killed by Caps. They're falling. They're stacking the point, and G6 take the map. They take the series. They are your Season 10 Invite Grand Champions. The birth of a legacy was here today.
Yeah, G6. Yep, they've done it. I thought for sure the 20ZC who
teams,
paused.
G6 attack. I mean, realistically, though, I'm sure both these teams would have gone for attack because this is another scenario where, like, if you lose this mid as Froyo, this could be, you know, the end of everything. And G6, they just want... Logai's probably like, I don't want to play anymore. Get this game over with. So they're both
infinite
teams,
overtime.
Yep.
For those who don't know, G6, they need 1 more round to win. Freratech need 2 more rounds, and they can win.
First to 4.
Donovan gonna bomb. He's gonna take a bit of early damage, but gonna get some nice spam on G6. As G6, they're gonna go Valiant. There's 2 first soldier liners. They've done the classic Sunshine mid where both teams are on the wrong side of the map. So these are for all the marbles. If you lose this mid,
is wiping. They're going hard.
Loses is wiping. If Froyo wipes here, that could be it.
Yeah, Ubers are going to eventually arrive. They're 85%.
But Kobe might die.
Jumping away. Saves himself for now.
Mirrorman's going to be the first to fall. Sandblast is going to fall, and Froyo's on the wrong side of the map. And they're going to approach their Uber, but G6 are all on the point, and they have Uber.
The Uber comes out. 40 weeks so willing to use
Donovan's going to fall.
Danny might fall. Then he jumped. He tried to get to half the map, but he's a bit
Danny's going to fall. It's a disaster for Freratech. That's a whole
both teams saying, you know what? You know, we're just going to go full send it, high risk, high reward. We're taking their half of the map. That's what we're doing. So even if things go bad, we're on to our last whatever. And
G6 still have to push last.
They still have to push last. It's not over yet. G6, you could get really ambitious here and go for something crazy. And
you can also just beef last pushes. It happens.
Yeah, you can end up falling. Oh, look at he's on the Scottish resistance again. I mean, here's the beautiful thing about it. So many demomen play in spawn. Why not run it? You're gonna reset. You're gonna switch
like
off
the theory.
the stock
It's just
anyway.
funny. Like of all the people to bring it back, it would be Danny.
It's unironically pretty good if you are gonna be a Shutter demo man. When you reset, switch to the other one and before you do. And you get actual traps as well as defending the point. Like there's a trap on the barrels. This post super could be really bad depending on the positioning for the side of G6. If they die to that trap, they're able to get the gun right off the bat. Heavy in play right now on the side of Yum Yum. Habib bombing the heavy. Yum Yum stares up, but doesn't see brains them running down
gets
them.
2 with the stock on his resistance.
I told you, like people are unafraid of last traps because like, oh yeah, they have to put stickies on the point. There's like 8 of them there. There's no room for traps anywhere else. But you have 14 with the Scottish resistance. You can put traps in 2 other, maybe 3 if you want to do 2 sticky traps
trap the doors
in other areas of the map. Doorways, props, or even stack the point even more so the scouts don't have that easy of a time clearing the stickies with their scattergun. That was the main thing for when it was ran on Badlands. You put 14 stickies on Badlands last, they can't tease the point even with a fast cap time because the scouts run out of ammo before they use all 6 of their shots, and you're back to 8 stickies still, which is the normal amount. And it pays off in dividends as now they're in an uber ad scenario, bombing through.
Sophie's bombing
damage,
behind, and they have
enough
no idea. He's going to go for the back cap, and I like this theory. It's times 1, but if G6 can fight
they're
this...
sending 2 back. They're
sending 2 back.
They're
sending their whole team back. They have to fight this. And look how forward Habib is.
It's the leapfrog is going to be not even trying to take back mid from the side of G6. They have Ad trying to take the enemy team too, and Soapy's still alive. Is he going to get out? No. He's getting out. He got out through Valley. He's breaking their ankles, takes the pack, and lives to fight another day. Uber extended, trying to chase him down. On to Bandy, into the shutter. Donovan's dead, and Miriam might find the same fate as well. Bandy caught up to dry, scattered down. Brandsam and Gun gonna able to kill that, get that kill, and Brandsam is on top of the point right now as they're streaming their way into last. May
it's a full wipe.
No Uber available on the Sandblast. I think Yum Yum, he blocked the point though. He knew the only play was to block and able to take the one move.
Yeah, he blocked it. That's insane.
They're on last. Soapy back on the way, trying to pre-fire the door to make sure that Yum Yum is able to die, but the cap is gonna go in favor of G6 for the second point. They're on last. Able to clean up Miriam and Sandblast stacking on top of the point, and G6 take the round. GG's in the chat as G6 are your Season 11 Invite Grand Champions, taking Sunshine, the last map in the BO5, 4-2 versus Froyotech.
Froyotech will tie it up. Next point wins for Froyotech. If they clean this up, it'll be a clean 3-0 for them in this grand finals. Dot Hogs still just need one more TC. This has certainly become a more even game than either of us were expecting.
Yeah, it has. I did say, I think it'd be 3, but I did say 3-2 in the favor of Froyotech, so, you know, maybe Greasy Dot Hogs can prove me wrong here and get in on this mid. Their mids have been okay, except for that last one, which they kind of bought it in for Zilly. We are going to see a fade bomb from Donovan, maybe trying to make a bit of space for his team, as now the Greasy Dot Hogs trying to rotate to the left, but they're all taking so much damage. They're just kind of clumped up here by IT. They're just going to have to all wait for arrows. Donovan is trying to wrap around behind. They do manage to rotate over. Bandy now coming in for a bomb, maybe a bit before the rest of his team are able to help out, as now the Greasy Dot Hogs trying to go forward. They get onto Logan. That's a great start. They take down Hub 5. Donovan going down as well. Zilly is going to use the Uber, a solo onto Jay. He's doing a lot of damage. It's going to be Dank trying to hold him. They are going to be able to do so, but can he get onto Dank? No, Jay does die there, meaning Dank does stay alive. Zilly should be able to run out here. No one's really in position to try and chase him out, and with Bandy as well protecting his med, that's going to be Zilly staying alive, but full Uber ad for the Greasy Dot Hogs. We're going to be able to get onto second here, and these are the moments where they have to convert. Godfather, they got full Uber ad. Jay is up on Sniper. High Five is up on Sentry. Froyotech mounting the best defense they possibly can to make sure they don't go to another map here, but you know that the Greasy Dot Hogs want to convert here. It all comes down to here to this last push.
The night is young, TC. I think we've got time for a whole lot more TF2 if Dot Hogs can make it happen here. We will go to another map. Let's see if they can do it. Tank! Eat some damage there before using. Uber going to be in for the side of the Dot Hogs. Nobody pressuring the point yet. That's been an issue for them in the past. Now Rakuso, he's on it. Getting good cap time. Won't be able to close it out. Getting in. Tank, Crypt. No one's going to be there. Paul Dog could go for it, but there's now a heavy on the field, and somehow Froyotech will hold on to that and be able to hold this map. Oh no, Paul Dog is lurking. I don't think High Five knows. Oh, High Five knows now.
Yeah, he does know.
Gonna go check it too. Yeah, and that cap comes through, so wouldn't matter anyway. Paul Dog actually gonna die very late there. A 15-second respawn is no good for the Dot Hogs.
It is no good. That was so close on the cap time for them. And now Zilly has 100% Uber at Froyotech and be making their way in through choke here. They're not going to have to use, looks like the Dot Hogs are going to be happy to just give this up. But now they got to figure out how they're going to try and get this Uber out from Froyotech, because if they just let them go forward, actually no, Froyotech just going to be using in, bombing in Logan super deep. They don't get anyone here, so now it's going to be an opportunity for the Greasy Dot Hogs to try and push out here. Rakuso just caught in a little bit. So now the Greasy Dot Hogs probably got to wait for their scout to respawn before they want to try and push in here, Godfather.
Yeah, I mean, Froyotech about to close it out if they can secure this, but they are at disad. Hasn't stopped them in the past. I want to see how they approach this. But Dot Hogs working their way into lobby. They want to get out here. There is a soldier. Be careful of Donovan's going to be going to the last point, but people are waiting for him there. Not finding too much damage onto Donovan. He picks up a pack. Rip is actually going to die now. Donovan on the med. Doesn't hit the air shot, but will hit the follow-up. And the medic dead. To the side of the Dot Hogs, they lose 3. Just like that, FryoTech so close to closing it out here, TC.
Yeah, now FryoTech, they're going to be trying to get in here. We do see actually a headshot from Akuso onto Zilly, but there's still so much cap time on the point, and that's going to be it. The FryoTech wins RGL Season 12 Grand Finals. They are going to be your #1 victors, taking it 3-2, so close.
FryoTech, they're 1 round away from being the champions of Season 13 here in this Grand Finals. Well, WG, they definitely need to get a map on the board if they want to keep themselves alive. This was their pick, but they've already lost a pick of theirs before, so we'll have to see what happens and what could potentially be, barring no, mid resets, the final mid of the night.
I don't know if I was reading it correctly, but I think that might have been a Banny pause. Unsure. Logan gonna get obliterated here. Donovan dies to Hubba's arrow. Banny super weak, but 3 down for Witness on this mid as Banny cleans up Quacks with a pipe.
What is this Cafe roll up? It rolled up through Cafe, exploded through it over towards the valley side, and caught WG totally off guard. This is not something you normally see. Mirrorman, him making plays what you normally see though, but he does not find success. How about 11 HP he's trying to clean up? Habib will not be able to get the frag though. So Hubba will live to fight another day as we find ourselves with WG on their last, just inches away from having everything just fall from out of their grasp. They had such a stranglehold in the beginning of the week over the side of FryoTech, but everything has slowly turned, slowly but surely, in FryoTech's favor. And while this match
out on Spy.
Yeah, while
Eric
this
up
match
on Sniper
is a bit of a slobber knocker, it is definitely looking like FryoTech could have what you need to seal the deal here. Bot mode Spy, it's got to go huge here. They need something to turn themselves around. I don't know if a mid reset is going to be able to do it because FryoTech are looking pretty hot right now. Eric on Sniper. It is no surprise shot because bot mode did see it. It's still a threat nonetheless, so we'll see who's able to get the first pick out of both these pick classes. Decloaked might just walk through the shutter, thinking about it. First shot on the fruit, yeah, the trigger's been pulled. He gets the stab though! Gets it! Yeah, but so many died on the side of WG though. They lost 3 overall. Bob Mode gave up his life, and Logan, no engineer, no gun, the force comes out. They don't have enough in the tank to chase them down. Soldiers just jumping around all over the place, and no scouts to knock them out of the air. Habib just running in saying, I don't give a care, I'm going in before ready. Gets a kill on the cap, damage on the clap enough to clean him, but Beerman, or Donovan rather, will be able to jump in and get that frag. Fruit trying to hold on for dear life. Beerman bombs in. This could be it. Both scouts on top of the point. Eric with the melee down. Only 1 left alive. Logan is dead. Froyo have done it. They have won. Sunshine 3-2. They've turned things around after an eventful past couple of days and have definitely
wins
shown
the next round.
If FryoTech wins this 5-4, they are crowned champions. But Cozy, if they win this, they bring themselves to the 3rd map and keep their dreams alive. And it might all hinge on this mid. Catface has played Sniper time and time again, and it's worked out most times for the mid fight. So we'll see what FryoTech have up their sleeve, because surely they shouldn't be surprised at it this time around.
Just because they're not surprised with it doesn't mean they can stop it. As Catface, if I'm Froyo, I'm kind of nervous. They have let this game get completely out of hand.
Go on to May.
The Catface is just getting one mid. This could be a disaster mid, and that's the last thing they need because FryoTech only need 1 mid. but they get Hubba the salvage.
And May's out. May's just super gone. Speedy's dead, but do they have enough H? I don't think they're there in time. May's gonna be able to get his way out. The scouts, I don't think it's close enough.
Yeah, May's gonna surf, get out, but still not ideal for. Close enough at least that they are able to protect May. They're gonna get their spawners. They can hold last and push out with Uber because
it's still
a very late spawn.
Yeah, all it takes is a back cap, and FryoTech have this in the back. So Cozy, you have to be very careful about this. Logan is sitting inside 1, hoping to kill a flank member if he gets there.
He's trying to go to last. He gets spotted.
Oh, this is dead demo man. He's just gonna.
This is a dead demo. Logan going for the win, unable to get it, takes the L, as that's going to be an easy reef push out, and they're still at 50% at to work with. They're going to leave 1 and go, as Trip is going to do the fast roll out.
He's really trying to be the hero there at match point 4-4.
Here comes a high bomb.
Though. He's kind of alone.
Easy bait.
He just dies.
Yeah, FryoTech is collapsing.
Yep, they're going to have their Uber at least by the time that Cozy actually get the rate of 2. Oh, they're going to leave 1 on bomb, and it's going to be a 10% ad. This could be really bad. Let's see if
it could also be really good depending if they expect it. Hubba dies!
They full send everyone in. They're below the fire. They're trying to scatter themselves away. May needs to find a good poster positioning. He misses the surf up. He's just dead.
Oh, the
bomb
climb
for
from
Vanny
Froyo's
connects. They
insane.
lose everyone. Catface is dead as well. They find Hubada, but they went so deep for it that the post Uber is far too deep in enemy territory. The remaining players from Froyotech clean sweep. The focus fire is there, and they reclaim 2 like it was nothing. Hubada will respawn early enough to have a decent ad here, and with this reclamation of 2, they can maybe even use that to take... Wait, can they even get 2 for free?
I don't know if they can. They got their spawns. It's going to be... Yeah, they're going to fight 2. There's going to be a fight on 2.
Not for free, but they will have the
Froyotech's
ad
not
to
even
try
going
to go
for
in.
it.
Yeah, they will. It won't be for free, but they will have the ad to bully them out of it in some capacity, whether it's
Cafe's his own
early
sniper.
or just using it. But yeah, Cafe Sniper
Both
cannot be
meds are
underestimated.
at a little bit over 170 points. So you might see a 200-point medic here in Grand Finals, depending on how long this takes.
That is the process game.
It truly is one of the process games of all time.
Yeah. So Uber, have it now. Bomb in. They spotted to see how close they were. They just want the sniper. Throws a sticky
And
at him. They're not getting anyone. Maybe Catface if they go really deep. He hesitated a bit, Catface, but he will indeed live at 12 HP and is beginning to regen now.
might get off sniper.
He's swapping off. Uber comes in. They're blocking. Ed's on the point. He might die. Both explosive classes are on him.
Logan's gonna die.
They kill. Okay, they do kill Logan, but Ed
Anyone going to
will
last?
take Kev on his way out, and no one is behind. So,
no one's behind. They didn't even take 2. So they can try to push mid if they want. They're down. It's a 5v4 if they want to risk it.
And they're going for it. I mean, Delman, strong
2
class,
people through 2 IT. If Catface gets through, I think
peek.
they're going to go for it. Catface is through, but
very
Catface is
early,
going to
though.
die immediately. I think that's going to signal the retreat. Yep, they're going to back
yeah.
up.
The timing just wasn't there. Speedy, he
Speedy's
needed to
gone.
dodge the spam. Yeah, he's super caught.
Should have gone through IT. Oh well.
It was just the timing. Catface was in too early. If he went like 2 seconds later, that could have been really good, potentially. But
Catface made a good distraction to get him. Oh, that's okay. There goes that.
The
push.
equalizer is here. Can he get another? Some damage on the sacks. He might just try to spam here. He gets struggled. He's dead. They immediately lose 2. No soldiers. Very minimal amounts of spam, but they know that there is a very small 20% ad, and they're afraid about turning a corner and finding themselves in a blue Uber. So they will go ahead and back up and get the Uber of their own before they can begin to even peek at all. They're poking and prodding. They might not commit here. The respawns are already kind of here for the side of Froyotech, so looks like it
is
will
leaving
be
on Spy. He's out.
He is. It's not a check. And Froyotech, I don't think they spawned Spy themselves to check it.
No, Banny stopped going Spy after he finally died doing it. First 3 times were fine, but the 4th time was not it.
I think he did take damage from Sack spam. I don't think Sack saw him. It was around
And
the
he's
corner.
going through 2. Oh,
He
this
might get
is so
bumped.
weird. There's
this
no
is
way.
so awkward. So awkward.
Go for the decoy on Banny.
He's doing it. They kill May. They
get May. They're going through.
They lose 2 though.
Oh, the Catface is gonna die too. This is a disaster.
I think you could just Uber here and kill them, but they're not gonna go for it. They think it's a. I mean, it is probably safer to just let it's fine. Let them get
This
buffs,
could be
whatever.
Grand Finals if Froyotech aren't careful, or the Cozy aren't careful. But at the same time, Froyotech has let this game slip away. If they lose this map, this is one of the biggest fumbles in playoffs I have seen in a long time.
Yeah, they had a really good advantage. So if they find
They had a massive advantage. They were up 3 rounds, 4-1. They just needed 1.
And then getting this to this point multiple
Yeah, they've been on
times.
last so many times. They have failed like 3 or 4 last pushes at this point.
So let's see what they have in store and if they're going to seal the deal right now. The gun, very aggressive, is going to go down pretty much immediately as they move over to the left side of the point. The heavy is the target. No, they're up in heaven. They're trying to mulch them. They want to get an explosive class. Eyes on the Dingo, but he will live through it. It's Kev able to get the kill on the Banny. They're bombing in on the Hubba, taking some damage. Is that target you want to go for? Kev jumping away. It's fine for now. Sax is going to die. Same for Ed with a lock and load across the map in Froyotech. They
push process last challenge. Impossible.
For damage and kills in heaven, and they found pretty much none. It's
push
another
process
situation.
last challenge. Impossible.
It's like
how?
I swear, at this point, spectating this, it's like teasing the cap on process last is the play like 9 times out of 10, even if you think you can cross.
Yeah, you have to bring them forward or they just hide, run around the map.
Like you can
Dingo's double sticking. Oh, they know though. They might get Banny. No, Banny hiding in forwards. They're gonna use this extremely aggressively, and this is gonna be an immediate refight. Trip's gonna die to a trap. Oh, that's a disaster.
That helps a lot. They're just gonna try this because they have an Uber of their own. They can even block this if the pack's taken by the side of Sack. He's getting denied a bit. Immediately forwarded. Gets kept bombing it. Good damage to Ed.
They're so hurt. Oh my god, they're so hurt.
Blue has peanuts for HP, but they're fine for now. Packs and arrows galore. They don't even have to use to take 2. They don't have any soldiers. They can't bomb in. Dingo jumped out. There's no traps. Free second. You want to keep going here before there's a gun. Ed's gonna stay. Is someone gonna try to block? They don't have soldiers to do it. The scouts aren't ready. They're swapping to off classes. Are they gonna milk in? They are milking in. Oh no, they're Ubering immediately. Might find May. He he reset blind. He's fine, same with Cafe. A lot of damage done,
The point.
no kills to go for it. Gungan taking a lot of damage, Trip going for the chase. He might be able to get the frag. He's gotten him so weak.
Logan's in heaven. Logan, they fed.
lost their soldiers.
It's 2 down. Uh-oh, this could be it for Cozy. Look at the high ground they have. The demo and the soldier and upper Cafes are going to die. They're all slowly dying. That's going to be it. Froyotech are going to win grand finals after almost losing process, but almost is just enough as they managed to take the round, the map, and the season 2-0.
They are your champions. An entertaining game all around. And
shout out to alfredodan. That's it.